So I researched, do I want to start a business? Do I want to open a franchise? What do I want to do? I mean, because I'm a business person first, I just happen to be in the business of real estate. And so as I did my research, I found that, wow, I can get into real estate. It's all about me and how I can grow, how hard I work is going to pay off. The effort that I put in will be success and results out. And so that's how I got into it. I did night schools to get my real estate license and then just got started. Well, so I loved everything about it because it was all business. And one of the things that I quickly learned was that if I applied basic business principles and basic courtesy to the transaction, my clients responded. And what I mean by basic courtesy, things like returning business phone calls by the end of every day, sending a handwritten note, even though I was busy with 30 other people, treating that person in front of me as if they were the one and only. And that I learned was just the magic. And so it wasn't too much after that we all have people in our lives that give us that step up. And I got an opportunity to become an assistant manager, and then it just kind of took off from there. The funny thing was, you know how we all put barriers in front of us? Oh, I can't possibly do that until I do this. So I'd been in the business about 6 months, and there's a guy by the name of Richard Butler who, it was a parking lot thing. I was getting in my car, he was getting in his, and he said, "Wilson." I said, "Butler." And he said, "Hey, you ever thought about going into management?" I said, "I could never do that. I've only been in the business 6 months. I've only done, half a dozen transactions. I don't have my broker's license yet. I'm not smart enough to do that." And he says, "Set all that aside. If we can figure that out, are you interested?" And I said, "Well, yeah, that'd be kind of cool." So he says, "Come see me tomorrow." And that allowed me to grow because it's a whole different dynamic to help grow and build a 20, 25 person office, right? That's a whole different thing. Then I got to learn how to run a 50-person office. And that's a whole different dynamic. A lot of fun, a lot of opportunity. It allowed me to grow and mature as an office leader. In the 19 years that I was with Windermere, John Jacoby, who started the company, never crossed my threshold, never came to any of my meetings. Day one with John L. Scott, who do I get a phone call from? Lennox. It's so cool that Lennox is a tangible, touchable, involved person in his company. And of course, as you know, at least 3 times a year, he comes out and puts on my sales meeting for me. So the brokers love that part. So that right out of the gate is a whole tangible thing. So that's a huge difference. And then from there, probably some of the biggest differences are just some of the systems and tools. One of the things that I love about John L. Scott is that we have a transaction coordinator, listing coordinator, which is something we never had at the other company. So that's a tool that helps our brokers be able to flex their business as needed without having to go out and hire an assistant.